First drive of the game for the New York Giants. Bodies in the neutral zone, so Daniel Jones gets a free play and a deep shot and a completion to Darius Slayton. From Jones to Slayton to set him up at the 30. They run Kadarius Toney, the first-round pick on the end around. Broncos bring 4. Jones underneath, incomplete for Sterling Shepard. 2 on the play clock. Bridgewater needs the snap. He'll fire quickly, and he's got the tight end Noah Fant for a first down across the 30. Bridgewater, deep shot, down the sideline and incomplete.
From Von Miller and Malik Reed.
Daniel Jones under pressure, right on cue. Von Miller from the 33. Melvin Ford in the back. Off the play fake. Teddy Bridgewater testing downfield, and he's got his man in Jerry Jeudy for a first down. Quick throw, Bridgewater past the sticks, first down to the New York 40-yard line. On third down, it's a Giants blitz. Bridgewater lofting it, Jeudy, incomplete. Kick to Gordon. Bridgewater rifles, and it's connected. Bridgewater underneath. He's got KJ Hamler for a first down. Just a 3-man rush. Bridgewater still flushed. Pressure in his face from Williams. Teddy Bridgewater trying to take off.
They don't look at that as, that's just, hey man, welcome to New York.
Brandon McManus, the veteran kicker.
Ready? What's that?
Play fake to Barkley. Rifle over the middle, and it's a catch. Blitz coming. Jones throws, and it's incomplete. Ronald Darby was in coverage against Darius Slayton.
I think that's
defense, number 21.
Fake to Booker. Release to Booker. What a catch that was. That was a little bit of a wayward throw. And third down, Jones for Shepard and a first down inside the Denver 40. From the 37. Jones looking for Shepard, and he's got it inside the 20. Slips a tackle. Sterling Shepard, touchdown Giants. After the gain of 5, a run for Melvin Gordon, staying on his feet for the first down. Glad to be back with our friends Kurt and company. We'll talk with them at halftime. Bridgewater to Fant, another connection into Giants territory, down inside the 40-yard line. Big blitz from the Giants. Bridgewater gets rid of it. Jerry Jeudy needs the 28, and he's got it. Off the fake, Bridgewater dumps it underneath. And a reach for that line to gain by Albert Okwuegbunam. The ball came out loose. It was grabbed by Logan Ryan.
New York's ball, first down.
Albert Okwuegbunam, his first game since week 9 last year. That ball clearly out with Logan Ryan on the attack. Jones gets the play off. Slings it out for Kyle Rudolph. Bridgewater in a collapsing pocket, delivered on target, but shy of the sticks. They'll run it. Bridgewater over the middle, and a diving attempt at a catch for a first down by Courtland Sutton.
to call that play right there. So impressed.
Bridgewater throws deep out, and he's got another connection. This time Jerry Jeudy. Bridgewater. Out route, Tim Patrick has it, and he'll step out inside the 5-yard line. Fake to Gordon. Bridgewater to the goal line, and Patrick, and a touchdown to take the lead for the Broncos. 4-man rush. Bridgewater with the pocket collapsing. Under pressure, still on his feet. Plates and fires. A leaping catch by KJ Hamler. What a play. Giants bring 5. Bridgewater looks to the sticks, and right to midfield goes Albert Okwuegbunam.
Down and not let him fall forward for that first down.
Shot position, so Teddy's going to take one. KJ Hamler's deep, and he dropped it. On 3rd down and 4, Bridgewater quick throw, and Noah Fant made a nice adjustment to grab it. It just got the snap off. Bridgewater, deep shot, and he's got Jerry Jeudy inside the New York 15, but the ball came out loose.
Put him down by contact.
Following the review, the runner's knee was down before he lost possession of the ball.
Bridgewater throws, Fant trying to muscle ahead, but he's tackled shy of the line to gain by Jabril Peppers. Bridgewater keeps. Dancing in the backfield. Okwuegbunam's got it. Stays on his feet. Lunge for the pylon. Touchdown!
They've got 6 DBs on the field right now.
And they'll bring some pressure on Jones, who's got a man in Sterling Shepard for another first down. And finally brought down at the 45 by Justin Simmons.
Improve upon.
3rd down for Jones and the Giants. Looking for Shepard again, and he's got it. Tumbles down inside the Denver 35-yard line.
Over the top of that. Beautifully done.
And Giants go with a little tempo. Jones to the outside, and the catch is made in front of Kyle Fuller.
I should have caught that.
3rd and short, they'll run it with Barkley. And Saquon, with some help from his friends, pushing the pile for a first down. Press set of downs from the 22. Off the play fake. Jones stepping away from the pressure, using his legs for the first time and picking up yardage, but he lost the football. And Denver recovers it. They bring just 4. But pressure from the safety spot. Bridgewater delivers on target to KJ Hamler. They start this set of downs from the 37. Blockers for Javonte Williams, who picks up the first down. Off the fake. Bridgewater rolling. Pumps and runs, and he'll slide down.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense, number 54.
On 2nd down. Bridgewater collapsing pocket, and down he goes. Broncos are in field goal range on 3rd and long. They'll run the screen play. A lot of room to cover for Melvin Gordon. Picked up a lot of yardage, but still shy of the sticks. One of the more reliable kickers in the game. Puts Denver up 13.
For the defense and ends up fumbling. Those are the things that you've got to control.
Jones going to take off again, this time on the slide, and he ends up getting hit.
The play was over. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense, number 93.
It makes you rely on one another and sacrifice for one another.
3rd down here. Miller gets to Jones, who got rid of the football. Incomplete is the ruling. Jones running up the middle, and he's got the first down inside the 40.
You keep giving him the feet of the rock, eventually he'll break one out.
Jones over the middle, and Kenny Golladay had to reach for that football, fighting with the defender Ronald Darby for it. That's a catch inside the 20 for Golladay. Jones under pressure, hit as he throws, floating ball, incomplete. Flag is thrown as Golladay was working.
Pass interference, defense, number 23.
Interference, whatever you call it, he just grabs him. Golladay turns around.
Huge play. Jones incomplete.
Out there with Joycey Jewell.
Daniel Jones looking right, throwing right, looking for Golladay, and it's broken up by Kyle Fuller. Dancing, got hit, got it to Gordon. A flag is thrown, and it may be on the hit.
Personal foul, roughing the passer. Defense, number 51. Now.
Azeez Ojulari in his NFL debut. Got him up top and got him a little late, more so up top. Melvin Gordon looking for a big run. There goes Melvin Gordon, turning on the afterburners, being chased. And all the way to the house, 70-yard touchdown. Good field position from their own 48. Daniel Jones, comeback route. Kenny Golladay, nice catch. Von Miller coming around the edge. Jones releases. Kenny Golladay again.
Oh gosh.
Patrick Surtain the second. They rebuilt that secondary. Pressure on Daniel Jones right away. Von Miller once more. Final play before the 2-minute warning will be a handoff to Javonte Williams. Of course, Bill Parcells and the New York Giants.
More and more confident playing. More and more confidence playing.
Daniel Jones looking for Shepard, who's had a nice day today, into Denver territory.
And they said he looked like the Vaughn of 2015.
It's a tight game at halftime, but it's been all Denver in the second half. An excellent defensive performance, and Teddy Bridgewater's debut, a productive one. Daniel Jones connects, and a first down to Darius Slayton.
Arguably one of the best secondaries in all of football. Versatility, playmaking, and they showed it today.
First and goal, Daniel Jones, draw play, and he'll run it in for the touchdown with no time left on the clock.